Don Hoffman here
And Rick Bullocky.
from the showroom on Union. Thanks for joining us live. We've got a lot of cool things to talk about, some gifts to give away. Um, uh, the most important thing we wanted to get across tonight, and thank you for joining us, by the way, is the care and cleaning of your fine jewelry. There are a lot of people that really don't know how quite to take care of the items that they have. So here's the point I'm trying to get at. If you have fine jewelry, you want to get the longest amount of wear out of it, and you want to keep it looking beautiful for as long as you can.
Absolutely.
So one of the number one things we recommend to all of our customers is not to wear your jewelry to bed.
And why is that, Don?
It's probably one of the more destructive times for your rings. Like if you buy a diamond engagement ring or a fashion ring with prongs on it, you're scraping it. When you put your hand under the pillow, you're scraping it. You can bend the prongs. And it's little at a time, but it starts pecking away at the prong till eventually you can lose a diamond or break a prong right off. And that does happen.
It does
Because
happen.
we have customers coming in saying, I don't know what happened. I woke up one morning and the diamond was out of my ring.
Yeah, it was there. It was there when I went to bed. It was gone this morning.
So it's better if you have a little like container on your nightstand that you can put the ring in. Some people, they argue with me and say, oh, come on, I've been wearing this ring to bed for 20 years and no problem. Other people, 6 months after they buy a ring, they're having problems with the prongs because it's snagging. The other thing too is if you wear your rings to bed or your chains and all that, you're going to wear them in the shower, exposing them to chemicals, exposing them to the chlorine in the water. Oh, by the way, chlorine is the worst thing for yellow gold jewelry ever devised. And I can't believe more jewelers don't tell customers this. It stains the gold, but also chlorine dissolves copper, and copper is the number one metal they mix in with the gold to make it 10, 14, or 18 karat. So you're really causing damage to your jewelry if you, oh my gosh, wear it in a hot tub or the swimming pool. Yeah, you want to look cool, but it's damaging everything while you're wearing it. So keep that in mind. It's going to be one of those things where I can't tell anybody how to wear the jewelry, but I can explain how to get better wear out of it for a longer period of time, less and trouble-free, and they can enjoy their jewelry instead of enjoying waiting for it to be repaired at the jewelry store.
And another thing I'd like to just mention to folks too is that if you're wearing it to bed, whether you sleep 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, you're not really enjoying it. You just have it on because you're used to having it on. But all that time adds up. I mean, the chain's only going to last for so long before it wears out. So all that extra time that you get. Rather than sleeping with it on, you wear it longer, and that adds years and years and years of wear to the jewelry as well.
That's true too, and you can always bring it in for a checkup. Another thing that we see, people just forget to check on the jewelry. I had a lady come in. She goes, "I can't believe I bought this ring from you, and a diamond came out." And I said, "When did you buy it?" She goes, 10 years ago. "When's the last time you brought it in to have it checked?" You have to have it checked? I said, well, yeah, because if we notice a prong is bending or is wearing unevenly, gives us a chance to address that, okay? And of course, she lost a diamond out of it because she never had it checked, and the prongs finally wore very, very thin and sharp, so it didn't take much fabric from the putting your hand under the pillow to scrape that prong right off and snap it off.
And the other thing too, think about how many times, if you're wearing your ring all the time, how many times does your hand go through a sleeve, whether it's your shirt sleeve or your coat sleeve or your sweater sleeve, which is the worst because people oftentimes in the colder months, in the fall and the winter, will say, it's catching on my sweater. It doesn't catch on anything in the summer, but keep in mind, you're wearing short sleeves oftentimes in the summer too. But when you're wearing those fine knit sweaters, that's perfect territory for a sharp prong to grab on.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so just that most basic precaution of having your rings checked once every 6 months would be perfect.
Yeah, what I like to remind customers is, when you hear change your clocks, you change the batteries in your smoke detector, have your jewelry checked too. It just becomes a part of a routine, and if you get used to doing it, and not only will we check it, but we'll also clean it, so when you leave, it'll be looking great again too.
No, that's a great idea. One of the things that I like to make a big deal out of is cleaning the jewelry too. When you my favorite statement to my customers is a clean diamond is a happy diamond.
Sure is.
When you remove the dirt off the bottom of the diamond, it helps the light refract and scintillate right back through the diamond.
Yep.
It gives you the sparkle that you bought the diamond for in the very beginning. So keeping the diamond clean is really important. And the most important, well, probably the easiest thing you do is bring it in. We'll clean it for you in our ultrasonic cleaner. And we have a really, really powerful industrial type of ultrasonic cleaner. Not like the ones you get at home. You can buy them for $69 and they do nothing. The water splash a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we have a really fine transducer that vibrates the water molecules and gets into all the little crevices and cleans out the dirt and oils and all that.
And then on top of it, we have a steamer. So after, whatever is on your ring, if it doesn't all come off in the ultrasonic, but it gets soft enough where we steam it off and it blows it away. So, and it's so much fun when people come in to get their jewelry cleaned, especially if it hasn't been done in a while, because when you get it out of the machine, out of the ultrasonic, and you steam it off and you hand it back, boy, I mean, just the smile on the customer's face. I mean, they're like, wow, it hasn't looked this good in ages. And it's a 5-10 minute process, and it really looks great.
And let me tell you a magic tool that you can get to clean your jewelry, and it's only a couple of bucks.
And it's kind of a multi-purpose tool if you were.
Yes, your toothbrush. You can't believe how effective this can be getting into the little crevices, getting the caked on dirt. Sometimes I'll suggest take your jewelry, put it into a cup, pour some boiling hot water in it, and a couple capful of lemon ammonia. That is a great cleaner.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Does the trick.
Okay, and just for spiffing up. Now, if you have things like pearls or emeralds or coral or any opals, anything like that, don't you dare use harsh chemicals on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would recommend Dawn dishwashing liquid.
Sure.
You put some drops in hot water, suds it up a little bit, get your toothbrush out, and scrub it. That's the number one recommended way of cleaning jewelry from the GIA, Gemological Institute of America, for all kinds of jewelry. And it's a great degreaser because a lot of times oil will get on the diamond, hand lotions, it'll cake up and under. And
creams, lotions, shampoo,
and Dawn is a great degreaser because remember those oil spills we read about and saw all the newsreels on? Well, they were cleaning little baby ducks. So if it's gentle enough for little baby ducks, it's certainly gentle enough for your fine jewelry. Okay, but remember again, you can use ammonia on diamonds, sapphires, and rubies, and most translucent, transparent gemstones, but you don't want to use strong chemicals like ammonia or any of the tarnish agents, detarnishing agents, because they can damage the gemstones. Okay. So remember, a toothbrush, some Dawn dishwasher liquid is universal for cleaning the items. So Rick, you've used this before too. Tell them about Tarnex.
Oh, so Tarnex is really it's a great cleaner. Used primarily with sterling silver. So everybody that wears sterling knows that over time it tends to tone up and tarnish, and that's just due to temperature change, contaminants in the air. Nothing you're doing, you're just wearing it, but so it tones up naturally. Well, Tarnex does a great job at removing tarnish from and toning from sterling silver. It's real easy to use. Not always easy to find. Sometimes we have a little bit of a difficult time finding it, but check with
Walgreens,
Walmart. I mean, I forget where we found it the last time. Oh, well, I forget, but we got it from some store.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which one now. But anyway, it comes in a little brown bottle, says Tarnex right on it. Does a great job. Again, you don't want to put gemstones in it. You really don't. You want to use it primarily for, your sterling silver chains, bracelets, without rings, without gemstones on it. And one more thing, it'll take the toning off, but it will not put a shine on it. So you can also, again, doing it at home, you can use a polishing cloth or a rouge cloth on it. Once you put it in the Tarnex and get the tarnish off, you can use the polishing cloth and just by hand rubbing it that'll put a shine back on it too.
Yeah. Also, you can use Tarnex with gold too if your gold is badly tarnished, and with diamonds it's safe. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I would take a chance with. Okay.
It's true. With gold, you normally don't have too much of an issue with gold toning. However, especially 10 karat gold can tone. Certain colognes and perfumes have chemicals in them that can sometimes react with the gold. So,
yeah, and also read the instructions on the Tarnex bottle. That's the harshest of the cleaners. You need to have the plastic gloves, use a disposable bowl,
yeah.
and rinse the jewelry very, very thoroughly, okay? Because there's some strong, strong chemicals in it. We had a question from Patricia Willis. So she asked, should you oil an opal? Well, I've spoken to a lot of people who market opals. Some of them I've actually seen in jars of oil, okay? The reason is opal has a percentage of water compounded into its structure. And that's why in the wintertime, when it's sub-zero, you can actually freeze the opal. It'll crack and fall right out of your rings. So I've also seen some dealers put it in distilled water. The whole idea is just to keep it from drying out. Through the years, opals will dry out. They'll get scratched and cracked kind of thing, and then you'll see fractures in them. So Patricia, yes, I've seen them oiled. Sometimes you could take a little drop of mineral oil and just put it right on the opal.
Vegetable oil, I think.
Vegetable oil, yeah.
Olive oil, something.
Yeah,
I mean,
just to spice up a little bit, and then take a cloth and wipe it off. That fills some of the gaps and all that. But yes, I've heard of that, and that's not terribly unusual. Now, when we talk about oil on gemstones, that's a little bit different. Or oil on diamonds, that's a little bit different. But yeah, opal, I've heard of that. So anyway, so we've covered that. I think we should give something away. Okay, what do you think, Brian? Should we give something away?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing we're going to give away is this really cool gold vermeil chain. Okay, diamond cut rope, really pretty. Okay, and
lobster claw catch.
Lobster claw catch. And even though it's gold vermeil, it's warranted. Believe it or not, and you never pay for a warranty here when you buy something from Airport Plaza Jewelers. Okay, so here's the question for the gold vermeil chain. What original artist sang Diamond Girl? The first correct response gets the gold vermeil chain. Diamond Girl. One of my favorite songs, by the way. Okay, we're waiting to see who's the best response here.
Joe Logan did not get the correct answer.
I said Neil Diamond, unless it showed up on your screen.
Okay. Long pause. Come on.
I'm not sure I know.
Yes, you do. Okay, Rick says he doesn't know. I'm going to...
Oh, okay. All right.
Coming back
All
here.
right.
And, okay. Ron, how you doing, Ron? Okay, and also Pat Konzak, thank you for joining in here. And Alvin, Alvin, how you doing?
Kathy Elliott.
And Patricia.
Kathy Elliott?
Kathy Elliott. There's not I'm not streaming. They're not coming up on my stream.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So and Patricia Willis, of course.
Give Kathy that chain.
Kathy got it?
Kathy got it. Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Kathy. Look at this chain. Really gorgeous, too. Very wearable and very strong. I could tow you around on a skateboard with it. That's how strong it is. Okay. So the other thing, too, is when it comes to, I think, most jewelry, I think the wisest thing you can do is not be afraid to come into the jewelry store to have it inspected. If you feel it snagging on something, if your diamond ring, all of a sudden you banged it real hard, don't be afraid to come on in. We're not going to pounce on you and try to sell you something, okay? And a lot of stores, I'll tell you an experience that I had with some of my customers. I had the customer walk in and they said, how much to repair my ring? And I looked at the ring and I said, what do you want done? Well, I took it to another store, I won't say who, took it to another store, and I asked them to clean it because they said free cleaning. And they said, oh, we can't clean this ring because the stone's about to fall right out. And she said, oh no. And he goes, yes, but we can fix it. And it'll only be $300 to repair the prongs. She brought it to me. I said, not only will I clean it for you, I'll give you a 1-year warranty that you won't lose that stone absolutely free. I'll put it in writing. You will not lose that stone. Do not spend the $300.
Yeah, I think some people are reluctant to have their jewelry checked and cleaned because they're afraid that they're going to get some bad news if they do. And well, that won't happen at Airport Plaza Jewelers. I'm sorry.
Another important thing, the cleaning station, if it has to be polished or cleaned a little more deeply, they have to keep it for days. And so a lot of people are afraid to leave their diamond at a store for days. We have our cleaning station, our ultrasonic cleaning station, right here in the floor. You can watch us clean your ring.
Yep.
Glad to do it, okay? There's no reason to have it go in the back room.
No, not for a cleaning.
I'm not saying that anything would happen to it. I'm not casting dispersion. I'm just saying, why should it be out of your sight if unnecessarily?
Right.
Okay. And the other thing too, if you ever do have to leave your ring for cleaning and polishing or tip work on it, we will do a detailed description of your diamond with a micrometer, millimeter measurements, plot diagram. If there's an inclusion, a little crystal inside your diamond, exactly where it is, where the location is. And if you go anywhere else and they have to do some cleaning or repair, make sure that you get that type of information.
Sure.
Just for your peace of mind. Okay, Brian, we got to do something else. What do you have in mind here? Okay, there we go. Okay. James Bond. Okay. Name one James Bond movie title that mentions jewelry in some way, shape, or form.
Ooh.
Okay, first one. Now, we already gave one away. We can't give two away to one person in the same night, correct? Okay, name one James Bond movie title that mentions jewelry in some way, shape, or form. What we're giving away is this awesome diamond cluster ring.
And what is it? What is that? What is that diamond ring made of?
It's solid 14 karat gold. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it's a sweet little pinky, a diamond.
And, what are you holding that ring in? What do you call those?
My fingers.
You know what?
Why do you like it set in here?
No. Oh, hold on a second. We might have a winner.
All right, let's see.
Let's see which one it is.
It's Rick Rivera, Goldfinger. Good job.
All right. Good job, Rick.
So what's another one? Diamonds Are Forever?
Yeah.
And any others?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Oh, I forgot about
That's gold. Okay.
Yeah, it's newer.
Rick, congratulations. Okay.
That's a newer one.
You got this awesome diamond pinky.
So, Rick, did my hints help? I'm just curious.
Ask Rick if his hints help. Probably not. Brian, that was really good. Where'd you come up with that? Did you go online to find it? Brian got it off the top of his head. Amazing. So anyway, and no more, any questions coming in from the viewers? No questions?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's because we have smart customers.
We have smart customers, okay. So let me think what else we could talk about too in terms of the care and cleaning. I don't have anything specific I think that we haven't covered. One of the things too, again, I'll get back to, a lady came in with a ring. You know what I would like to talk care and cleaning? If you really care about your jewelry, make sure.
Lori Chansey asked if you guys are going to wear those snazzy hats.
Oh my God, yes, Rick, come on.
Oh, you know what?
Lori, I'm so sorry.
Wow. In honor, yes.
I am so sorry. I totally forgot.
In honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Since we're on the eve of St. Patrick's Day, let's do it. Okay. This is just to make Lori happy. And she went out of the way to get these cool hats for us.
Yeah, she did. And they are cool hats, Lori. Thank you.
I am totally embarrassed that I didn't put them on. I think Rick looks better in his than I look in mine, but hey, that's another story. But caring for your jewelry, okay, also means insuring it correctly. Can gold, okay, so Jill Jambra asked, can gold be refinished? Of course it can. Well, you have scratch. Oh, Joe, good. Sometimes we do something as simple for polishing as using a rouge cloth to pick up the shine. But if there's scratches on the ring, we can put it on a buffing wheel. Rick knows how to do that. We take a fine polishing medium and we put it on the wheel and we polish out all the little scratches. Yeah, so good.
And
good
boy, if
question,
you haven't
Joe.
done that in a while, especially with your rings, it's just the transformation is amazing. And again, I'll just say it's so fun when we do a service like that. We take a ring in that's dirty, scratched up a little bit, hasn't really had any attention in a good amount of time. Once it's done, people are just astounded at how beautiful it looks again. They get excited about that ring they've been wearing for years and years, and it's like it's brand new again. And it's a
Jill,
lot of
great
fun.
question. You're putting us in a new direction where you might be able to make a few bucks on. Ready for this? Because you can refinish your ring and restore it back to near new condition because it looks like the ring that you walked out of the store with. The other thing, a friend of mine, I'm stealing his idea. We're going to have coming up a spa for your white gold jewelry, where we'll totally refinish it, tighten stones, do anything necessary to make it perfect, brand new again, and put a new white rhodium finish on it. And rhodium is a platinum family metal that makes it that they put onto white gold to brighten it up and make it more resilient to tarnish and wearing and all that. And Brian, another bulletin. Here goes. Kathy Elliott asks how to avoid chipping a diamond in a ring. Well, it's hard to do. It's easier if the ring is set into a 6-prong head because it protects more of the circumference of the diamond. 4-prong heads allow the diamond to get chipped a little easier. But if your diamond chips, it may not have been your fault at all. Sometimes there's weaknesses in the structure of the diamond and the crystal lattice structure, and just the right little bang can do it. Remember when they were cleaving diamonds, you saw the old diamond cutters back in the day, they would hit the crystal with a chisel just in the right spot. It's called the cleavage plane, and the diamond would split, and then they would polish it out. So diamonds can chip through no fault of your own. The number one way diamonds chip is when you set the diamond during cutting or when you're setting them. When a goldsmith is actually setting the diamond, if he hits a weak area in the diamond, it can actually chip. Okay, yeah. So don't blame yourself, but the best would be a 6-prong head helps protect against chipping a little bit more than
especially in your diamond engagement ring. If you're, yeah.
And if you do chip a small diamond, don't worry about it. We can replace that. That's easy. Okay, getting back to my spa idea. We think that's a really fun idea. We can't wait to do that. So we'll be announcing that in time to come, probably in one of our commercials. Okay, now one more ring to go, and here it is. This is going to be our double heart, white gold, diamond. Actually, 6 diamonds in this one. It's really sweet. You can wear this as a ring finger ring or a pinky. It's delicate enough. It could be a pinky ring too.
Sure.
And that's a lot of fun. All right, and this is going to, we need a trivia question. Guys, it's going to be more to your advantage here. What NFL football team is named after the gold rush over 150 years ago? Okay? What NFL football team is named after the gold rush over 150 years ago? What were those guys called? Oh, never mind. I can't say it. Okay, never mind. I almost messed it up. I was this close to messing up. I'm live streaming.
We got a bunch of winners.
Really?
No, we got one.
We have one? We have a winner?
Okay.
That was fast.
Wow. Okay.
And the answer to the question is?
Allison Wick. Okay. All right. Allison said, ready? The San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers were the guys in 1849 rushing to California for the gold rush. So that was pretty cool. So good job. So we've given away our gold vermeil chain. How cool is that? We've given away our diamond pinky ring. Really sweet. And our duo heart 6 diamond pinky or fashion. What's that?
Under my, there we go.
Oh, we're not getting it right?
Yeah, right there.
All right, there. Didn't mean to tease you folks, okay. So anyway, so take good care of your jewelry, take good care of yourselves and your family.
Bring it in, let us help you take
Okay.
good care of
And
your jewelry.
And we can't wait to see our next streaming event.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St.